perimeter. So, and when we are trying to protect the perimeter, what we will do is this. How will I? Component that we put in place. So we have some components that makes up electric fence wire, and I will talk about the basic one that we use in this environment. I'll talk about the basic one that we use in this environment. We have what we call let me start with this. Ring angle pole. We have the poles. We have the poles. This is the pole. On your pole, this one that you see here is written. This is a sample of how and this is ordinary pole. I'm still going to talk about types of poles that we have. We have next one. In some installation, we have what we call the pole base that you can type up. See this point, you can do it.
Because this one is
angle pole. Both of them are poles. Single pole, angle pole. I'm still listing them one after the other. So we have the poles. Next after the pole, we have the pole base. Although we don't normally use it to do that environment. We have the pole base. Actually, they have not done the casting. They have not done the coping like that place. You can use the pole base and drill it. So the pole base will make it in straight firm like this. Before you cast. Oh. But we don't normally use it in this environment. Next after that, we have our hook. We have our spring. This is called spring. We have different types of spring. Although this is the most common one that we use in this environment. We have our spring. We have our ferrule. This is ferrule. I'm beginning of we have our ferrule. This is what ferrule. Ferrule. This is ferrule. We have what we call high voltage cable. High voltage cable. There's one thing about this cable. This cable is not elastic. It's the spring that made the cable look like elastic. It's high voltage cable. We have two major types. We have the one that is a little bit thicker than this. This is 1.6 millimeter, and that of 2 mm. Then after that, 1.6 mm. That's the thickness of this. And normally 7 string that is always here. You count this one, it's normally 7. 1, 2, high voltage cable. And you see, it's 7 strands that is always here. We have what we call our caution sign. This is the caution sign. Some people call it danger. Some people call it hazard sign. We have what we call our alarm. We have what we call our mini strobe light. Strobe light. Can I move on? We have where did I stop? The mini strobe light. We have what we call the high voltage strobe light. That's the one that we normally tie on the wire. We have the high voltage strobe light. I don't have that one. High voltage strobe light. That one is visible up to 3 kilometers at night, and it makes tinkling sound. Crack, crack.
Yes, like something is sparking.
Like something is sparking.
High voltage. How do you connect it to
the
something does not need to make contact.
No, there's a way we connect it. When we go for the final installation, if the owner of the facility agree to get that high voltage stroller, because he has dropped that one. It's not those ones we call them peripherals. It means if they are not there, it's not that the fence wire will not work, but they are just to maintain. In some environments, they have some laws. Although in Nigeria here, we don't have much law against such for now. In some environments, there is a law that says that if anything can endangers anybody's life, there must be a sound so that if the person is blind, he will be hearing that tinkling sound. In some environments, there must be an indicator like this at a determined distance to each other. In Nigeria, for now, we don't have that yet. In some environments, even if the person can't hear, the person can also see this thing flashlight. So the more he sees this flashlight, you know that there's something danger on it. Then let me move to the next component. We have our alarm. And then one thing about this alarm, the higher the decibel, this is 16. The higher the decibel, this is how many decibels? This is just 115 decibel. We have that one of 300 decibel. That's the bigger type. If that one sound here, nobody go wait.
The higher
The more the noise. The higher the decibel, the more the noise. Next, we have our energizer. This is energizer. So those are the. Then in some installations, we have what we call the GSM gateway. GSM gateway. Or they call it the access control module. Like, let me be giving those companies their names. Maybe they will sign me later as the ambassador.
GSM gateway.
Yes. Or access control module. For example, like this, for a Fante. No, under Energizer.
Okay.
Apart from Energizer, there's another device that is called GSM gateway or access control module. If you connect that thing to the Energizer, if anything happens on the fence, it will send maybe text message to you. Some it can call you. Some it will send email address to you. There are some Energizers like a Fante Energizer ZZ13. There's one of their Z series. I can't remember how far now. It has that thing inbuilt into the Energizer. That all you just need to do is just get a SIM and put a register SIM there and put that there and configure it. I pray you guys will have a job that you guys will see where how we will do it before you take your leave. Can I move on? So all what I've mentioned now, you need your cement, you need your sand, and you need your sharp sand. So after that, those are all the basic things that you need. Should I start from the cement and explain how we mix the cement? Or I should start from the poles?
The post.
I should start from the poles. This class will be ending by 12. This class will be ending by 12. Let me put it on the general WhatsApp group. My class has started. So when we are talking of poles, it provides what we call lines. On the poles, you have the aluminium stuff like this. On your pole, you have your ribbons and you have your bolt and nut on the poles.
Ribbons. Yes. Both are not.
You have screw. Nowadays, they don't normally have both and nut. You just one single screw that will be tightening it. So let's now move to type of poles. The major function that pole does is that it make a vertical arrangement for your lines, for your wires. Vertical arrangement for your wires. So I remember one of us here, one of my ex-trainees here. He went for an interview And in that company, they also do what I'm doing. So those are what they were asking me. What's the function of poles? What's the function of this? Can I move on? Yes. We have different types of poles. We have what we call the single pole like this. When we talk about how we position the poles, and we have what we call this angle pole. This angle pole, we have two types. We have what we call the square type like this, and we have what we call the L type. That L will not have this side. It will just be like L. It's only where you have the ribbons that will be available. All these other parts will not be there. We have the square type and the L type. That L is the most commonly sold one here in Osogbo. Although that L type, the advantage of the L type is that it's cheaper than this square type, but it can't withstand so much pressure. When you put too much pressure, you see it bend. This one also sometimes bend though. Although there's a way we do it that is not bend. You can, what me I normally do is that I'll put concrete inside so that you will not be able to bend. Some people will also tie it up. In places where you can't see angle pole like this, some people will use two of single pole to reduce the cost. But using two of this is cheaper than using one of this. Although this one make your job neater and stronger than this. What's scratching me behind me now? I told them online, Mama, I'm scratching my back. Yeah, I'm with you.
How does this suffice?
You just join the two together. Bring one extra one, bring one extra one. And we use this one at the angles. We use this one along the lines, along the, let me say, along the line. Let me use line. Oh, they there now, when we never tear now.
Like call it lift.
Even here, no be this thing dey for ground here.
I would have asked you, do you know the meaning of Ẹran? This is 10 line post. There should be another 8 line post here. So you can use like this. You said go bring them.
But they have to use nuts. Just
No. You know how you use the binding wire to hold the two together.
okay.
Or you can use this wire to hold the two together. So it can also serve almost the same function as this. So I can move on now.
Yes.
Then we have the angle. The angle can either be strong.
I need to cut this on how we are just using.
This is another thing I tried. Go and bring that number one. Go and bring the number one because this guy is on the go to site. He's always fun. Him and this guy Namdi.
No, I'm not like Namdi. This one is like another.
This is 10 line pole. Okay. This is 10 line pole. This I'm still coming to that. So you can do it like this.
You have not seen this line as
you don't do the job before.
Maybe some houses they used to demand.
Yeah. Industry. So I've talked about the two types that we have when we are talking of the thickness. We have the angle pole, we have the single pole. Based on the number of lines the poles can accommodate now, we have this type that is 6 line. We have 8 line. Although this the 6 line is the most common type. After 8 line, we have this type. We have the 10 line. After 10 line, we have the 12 line. If you go like to some industry like Dangote cement factory at Obajana, they use they don't use 10, they use 12. It's far taller than this. So some factory they use 12 line. So the most common one in the olden days we have the 4 line. Although that one people don't normally use. The most common one is 6 line. After the 6 line, we have the 8 line. After the 8 line, we have the 10. This 10. After 10, we have 12. Yeah. Then, based on the shape, we call this type straight poles. It's a single straight pole. We have the other type that is bend pole. When it will reach, especially if it's 6 lines and above, or 8 lines, after the sixth one like this, the remaining two will now bend, either outside or inside. You have the bend poles. So it will bend a little. The upper part will bend a little. And that means
What's the function?
is the higher the security needed in that place, the more the technicalities. So there are some industries, maybe they are producing fish meal or they are producing chicken feeds. They will think if it's short like this, somebody can easily carry part of the meal and throw it outside. So that's why they go for the taller one. They can bend it inside. So that when you want to throw, that thing, the bed will hold it. And there is another camera monitoring those that are trying to steal. So those are the conditions where we use that. Now the next one, we have different colors of holes. In this environment, the most common one that we use here is black.